Greetings, this is Paul the Poke from paulthepoke.com. Today's topic, please, judgment is coming. And the 7-year period of tribulation will be marked by spiritual deception, world war, economic upheaval, famine, disease, asteroids, extreme weather, and on and on and on. And Jesus said it best of this time period in Matthew 24, verses 21 through 22. For then there will be great tribulation, such has not been from the beginning of the world until now. No, and never will be. And if those days had not been cut short, no human being would be saved. But for the sake of the elect, those days will be cut short. Now, keep in mind, this time period includes a flood that destroyed pretty much everything. And Jesus is saying the time coming will be worse. We're going to take a look at Revelation 6, verse 12. And I looked when he broke the sixth seal, and there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth made of hair, and the whole moon became like blood. The context of the set of verses in Revelation 6 is the initial third of the tribulation, the seals. This event takes place approximately 7 years before the beginning of Christ's kingdom. Now, granted, there appears to be significant issues with sun, moon, stars, atmosphere, and sky in this context. Now, the focus of this section is the geological and geographical changes coming to planet Earth. And the earthquake starts the chain of events in the sixth seal. The quake is described as great, or megas in the Greek, and it can be translated as significant, severe, gigantic, huge, per Strong's Concordance. And this earthquake is going to be a big deal. We go down a couple of verses to Revelation 6, verse 14. The sky was split apart like a scroll when it's rolled up, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places. And the focus is going to be on the back half of the verse, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places. This is exactly what the verse says in the Greek. Every mountain and island will be moved out of its place. Each, every, the whole, all of them are moved. So the root word for moved, kineo, can be translated to cause to go, to move, set in motion. Or figuratively, it will cause a commotion. So, you can make the argument the verse is suggesting tectonic plate movement and change across the planet. The earthquake will knock things out of their place. Consider all of the mountain ranges in the world. Here are just a few: Rockies, Andes, Urals, Alps, Himalayas. Moved out of their place. All the islands in the world moved out of their place. Now, recent history has not seen an earthquake that has caused continents to initiate movement and drifting. And so, if you take this literally, modern-day maps and globes will be obsolete at some point in the future. And to the next verse, Revelation 6, verse 15, then the kings of the earth and the great men and the commanders and the rich and the strong and every slave and free man hid themselves in the caves and among the rocks of the mountains. And the point is, God does not care how deep your bunker is. He does not care how much you have prepared. God does not care if you are the leader of a country. Military training is not going to save you. He does not care how much money and wealth you've acquired. Your intellect is no match for the Lamb Jesus. It does not matter if you are isolated. A piece of advice to the social elite: you can run, but you cannot hide. Revelation 6, verse 16, and they said to the mountains, this is all the rich and the elite, they have said to the mountains and to the rocks, fall on us and hide us from the presence of him who sits on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb. Well, they say that, but be careful what you wish for. God's going to give you what you want. Revelation 16, verse 20 beckons. So it will come, it will happen. And apparently things will get bad enough that those who are prepping are going to get religion and see God and have their come to Jesus moment and understand there is a God. So about that, as they say, there are no atheists in foxholes. So if you're interested in this and interested in following the blog, you can go over here to the blue bar, click on the blue bar, enter your email address, and you can receive updates every time something is issued. Also, if you're interested in specific topics, you can scroll down on the right side under categories, and depending on what you're interested in, all these articles, posts, videos are archived according to specific category. And so we're following all the main prophecies that appear to be trending into place, and also some of the different featured authors as well. So appreciate you guys following along, participating. Take care. Have a great day.